Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Let me introduce myself once again to those that do not know me. I am very deliberately speaking in English because I think this group, there will be people from all of Canada today, tomorrow. And so I just want to communicate in one language that's understandable to everybody, either French or English. For me, it's English right now. I cannot tell you how proud I am, of what we have accomplished thus far, right? Just started day before yesterday, I guess, 2 days. And what was important is to understand the criticality of the moment. A very simple event, a very simple incident, but the magnitude of this is beyond comprehension. And if we fail to comprehend, then the future consequences of those will not be good. That's what I think. I had been in Canada for about 18 years, possibly since 2003. It's an amazing country. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. The people here are so friendly, so welcoming. And every time I ask people what is good about Canada, the obvious answer from each one of them possibly will come up within one or two sentences: diversity, the multiculturalism, respect for each other, the welcoming nature of the Canadians. And in this case, we, the immigrants, those who came from another country, and those, the new immigrants, I consider myself, let's say, new immigrants to the predecessors. There's so much to learn from the Canadians. I marvel at their humanity, at their beauty of mind, and many more, right? And this is something what makes me proud as a Canadian. I learned from them, and we all did, right? Canada is a land of tolerance. Canada is a land of welcoming others. Think about it. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, what he did when the whole world was shutting down doors after doors everywhere, right, for the people suffering, he just opened it up. He just said, hey, refugees, come this country. We'll take 25,000 of you. That's Canada. I know that we pay for that. There's no doubt about that. Taxpayers bear the burden, but because we do, that's why Canada is beautiful. That's why everybody of us are in it together. Recently, the Azan or Adhan, we call it Azan, right? This Azan controversy about the Muslim, this is not about the Muslims. This is not about the religion. This is much bigger. And that's what we need to realize. I'll just go through the situation, what really happened once again, and my interpretation of it. And you can just have your own interpretation. I'm just almost nobody. I'm no scholar. I'm no... right now I have become a political activist in a way, right? Because I am moving an agenda, which is the right agenda for Canada. I am moving for creating our voice. So coming back to me, I'm just a simple guy, almost nobody. So that's my introduction, right? Almost nobody, but Canada respects almost nobody. That's what I learned. Canada respects each and every citizen of its own and respects their voice, right? So that's how I know that my voice counts and what I did. But take me out of it. What really happened? Just a simple azan. Muslims, they have 5 azan per day, every day. And the country that they come from, they're used to listen to this beautiful music, which comes through azan, right? Call for prayer. That's it, call for prayer. 5 times a day. They're used to it. They come to this country and there's no sounds of it, and which is okay, because when you come to this country or go to whichever country, you should be compliant with the law of the land. And Canada, let's put it very straight, there was no azan. Now this COVID crisis happened. Everybody's going through this difficult situation. Standing by each other is our creed. Supporting each other is our creed. And we are trying to do our level best. As we do that, someone somewhere applied for Azan. I don't know who. I don't need to know. And that was not my focus as well. So this Brampton city, as well as your Mississauga city, the mayor and the council, they just approved the Azan, which was beautiful of them. And why did they do that? And they're not the only one. There are other cities beyond Toronto, beyond Canada, that has done the same, because in this time, a complicated situation that we are going through during this COVID-19, you know what, people have turned to their God, and to every religion, their God is the single God. Their God is the beautiful, the most, the ultimate truth. It doesn't undermine each other. We all coexist. I learned to coexist with my Jewish brother. I learned to coexist with my Christian brother, a sister, and in a Hindu sister and brother, and Buddhist monks and sisters and brothers, right? And we respect each other. That's Canada, right? We don't make others feel belittled, right? So this Azan, not 5 times, some good Canadians, a council full of this beautiful mind, they just decided, you know what? For the Muslims' faith, we will allow you 1 time, not 5 times, 1 time every day to hear the Azan. That too within allowable limit of the sound that can go out, right? And it was approved in Mississauga unanimously, in Brampton unanimously, if I'm not wrong. And what I hear in somewhere, I'm not sure, but then even brothers not from Islam, but brothers from other religion, they raised this motion, right? How beautiful is that? And then fast forward, when it happened, it was not my issue, it was not your issue. It was the issue only of Brampton and Mississauga. Now here is what happened. When they approved the Azan, right, that made me feel happy, even though I don't stay in Mississauga. It made someone happy across cities, across provinces, those who are Muslim. They appreciated this kind gesture that was given only for the month of Ramadan, not eternal, right? Not unlimited. And perhaps 2 minutes, and Azan, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that's it, you know? And so many Canadians, they appreciated it, right? So as you approved it, we felt happy. Now, some bigot, some insane, how should I put that? I don't want to use extreme words. Some intolerant people, some lacking sanity, common sense, lacking respect for other religion, they said that, you know what, this is, withdraw it, resigned it, stop Azan. They have given excuse of religious discrimination and advantage given to one religion. In that, they did a big mistake. The mayor and the council, they explain that they have done it because it has been given to other religion. For example, the Christianity, the church bells. I hear that bell and I feel good about it. It's so beautiful, you know? So if it is given to one religion, why not to other religion? I say to every religion it should be given. Now, think about it. They did that. And then there was this petition going up asking $45 in time of COVID, when people their income is not there. They need money to feed their baby, feed their family, keep family moving. What they did? They're saying, give me $45 each and I will commence a lawsuit. Now, this gentleman, Ravi Huda or somebody by the name, and XYZ another, right? Somebody's, I forgot the name. What they did? Simple. They also created a group, hate group, I would say. And inside that group, the comments are so repugnant. The posts are so hateful. And they have given this example why they should not accept it. They said, well, this is a call for greatness of Allah, the God of Islam. Well, my dear friends, everyone's God is their ultimate truth. And a language which is not even understood by most Canadians, they would not know the meaning of these Arabic words, right? And still, for that, they said it's a human right violation. Can you believe it? You tell that it's a human right violation because you are giving call Allah is great. And then what happened? They said it will cause PSTD because there are soldiers. How many soldiers live in the vicinity of that Azan, of that one mosque? How many mosques are there compared to the number of churches? Just think, it's a minority. 12% of Mississauga is Muslim. That's it. And still, we could not tolerate it. Now, the reason it is very critical, it has been solved. The Azan will continue. The mayor and the council, they have taken the good decision, right decision. But that's not the end of it. I see much bigger problem. Can you believe that 6,000 people joined a group? Which is okay. It is their right. Understand this thing. Opposing a policy, even Azan, is our right. But spreading hatred is not. Spreading falsification or alternate fact, it will cause PSTD or PTSD. these are not right. Okay, I do see much bigger problems. Things like this happen from a vested quarter. You and I, we can all know we have a little bit of gray materials here. Just go and check out the post, and then what will happen? They will not stop here. That's for sure. They just tried it, and this time they couldn't. But this hatred, that's what took me by surprise. This will continue. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. So in this group, we come together. We called you just 2 days before that come and send message. And what was the result? The result is amazing, astonishing. The Brampton city, that's safe. Azan will continue. Mississauga, Azan will continue. They have sent this to the DIAC committee, right? Diversity and Inclusion Committee. Now think about it. Didn't you, Miss Sue, the counselor, were you not the unanimous decision maker when you approved the Azan? So why didn't you send this to this DIAC committee, to the Diversity and Inclusion Committee, when you approved it? Why did you approve it then? Because now that you approved it, if you take it away, I feel bad. We feel bad. It is offending people's religious sentimentality. And we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't disrespect others' God. We should not disrespect others' customs, religious customs that you have approved. Now, let's say if you have approved, then you shouldn't raise it now. And if sending it to the DIAC committee is the right thing to do, then you should not have approved it then. You should have put it there. So what changed? What changed this inconsistency between then and now? My dear friends, those who are listening, you are the voice of what I call righteousness, because that's why you are with this. I'm a simple guy, just started this movement, started this simple, gave the call that come together, send message, send mail, because voice matters. Trust me, you, each and every one, you are powerful, and this voice needs to come together. Now, this voice, if low, it doesn't resonate. Let's put it very straight. Politicians, what they do? They listen to the people. If 70% is telling that this is what you should do and 30% says you don't do, what the politicians are supposed to do? They will do what the 70% asks them to do. And that's why number matters. You need to, I call it grassroots level movement. This is a movement in the making. I call it each and every one of us, we have a stake in it. What you need to do is this right now. First of all, pat yourself on the back. You have done very well. You have won the first victory. A very simple, but very significant victory you have won. You have ensured that your religious sentiment, your religion is not offended. That stands tall. And thanks to our Canadian political leaders, those who have done it, Mr. Patrick Brown, Bonnie Crombie, and many others. I think in Toronto as well, they have approved it as well, if I'm not wrong. In the Toronto, Mayor John Tory, you have allowed Azan to be recited inside the city hall. Salute to you, right? Okay, we should put your name in the cover picture as well. So there will be many sane voices, and the number of sanity will outnumber insanity. But for politics, voice matters, number matters. So right now, my request, all of you, don't stop. If you stop, if I stop, we'll do a big mistake. We are all in political activism right now. We are all the voice of politics, you, me, every one of us. And Canada needs us. Canada needs a good voice. Remember one thing, if good voice, they do not speak up, what remains? Bad voice. So ask yourself, would you allow the bad voice to go and continue talk this message of hate, division, intolerance, or you, the good voice who outnumbers them by miles, by thousands and millions, right? Would you come together? So please, if you're watching this video up till now, I do have hope. Go join this group. I will give it in the comment section. Share this video. Share this video. And thank our politicians, thank our leaders, thank our those leaders that have done the right thing. This group we have created actually to stand by the right leaders, right? And there will be many political opportunists. They will be trying to take advantage of this movement. They will just say, oh, I did this and I did that. You know what? Ignore. Just be yourself. Do what you can do. Your power. You elect the politicians, not vice versa. If we come together, we will elect the right people. And right now we come together to stand by the good politicians, those who have stood for the equality, for the diversity, for the multiculturalism, for respect for each other, for the message of love, message of unification, right? And when this number comes together, that sends a message. They feel uplifted. They feel, how many of them thanked you by email today? So my dear friends, let's not stop here. I just wanted to thank you for everything that you did in the last 2 days, and you'll continue to do. I believe you'll continue to do in the next 2, 3, 4, 7 days. I think our goal, focus in terms of, we have to be methodical. Our focus should be encourage each other, be on guard, keep adding. Every one of us, we have at least hundreds of acquaintances in our Facebook. The world has changed. Social media. This is the it of the day. Add them. Pick up the phone and call some of your friend, one of your friend, and explain why it is important. In your house, there is a husband and wife. Talk to each other and explain why it is the right thing to do. Remember, it is not about one single religion. Then we will do mistake. We must stand by each and every religious freedom. Each and every religion. We must stand by our Hindu brothers. We must stand by our Christian brothers. We must stand by our Muslim brothers, our Buddhist brothers, our Jewish brothers and sisters, everywhere, brothers and sisters, right? Okay, this is not about Islam. This is about us, the Canadians, about our right. My dear friends, my dear brothers, sisters, everybody. By coming under this one umbrella, we have become a family. Let's build this family, please. If there is no demand, we don't exist. If there is no you, there is no us. I wouldn't force you, but I would appeal to your conscience, to your sense and sensibility, to your brain. I know you can think better than me. Think about it. Think about it. Is this the Canada you wanted? Where you'll be intolerant of your neighbor who is fasting, not eating, from 4 a.m. in the morning till 8:30 a.m. p.m. in the night and more. You just ask yourself, how many hours is that? 4 to 12, 8 hours to 8 hours, 16 hours they are going without food. I'm not telling them, I'm telling it to gain sympathy. I'm just telling it to explain to you. They're going without food, no water, fasting, nothing. And then when they break fast in the month of Ramadan, you, the Canadians, you have given us the right. You have given us, you have embraced us, right? You have allowed the Azan to be recited. Asking for compassion, is it too much? Asking for empathy, is it too much? It isn't. Your Muslim brothers, your Hindu brothers, Christian brothers, Jewish brothers, all are in it together. So let's not see religion. Let's see Canadians. I like what Justin Trudeau said. A Canadian is a Canadian, and a Canadian is a Canadian. A Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian. And I added something more today in this. A Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian, and some more. A humane human. You know, our quality, that is absolutely outstanding. My dear friends, I spoke a lot. Just wanted to say thank you. I'll not cross 20 minutes. I just wanted to say heartful thanks. I wanted you to realize what you have done. Sometimes it is important to understand your power. If you would not have raised this voice, possibly it would not have happened. You won the first victory. I recall 2015. At that point in time, we have regained our right to stop this law that turned our kids into second-class citizens. This is the second time I'm so passionate about a cause, because this cause is about Canada, just like last time. Thank you so much. Okay, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, put it in the comment section, and let's continue this journey. Sorry for late. I told you that I will put up the video today. Lots of work I have to do, family, work, BCCB, the other community work. Some of you may not know that I do. All these things keeps me busy. And so right now it is 1:15 a.m. at night, and I came to say thank you. All the best, okay? All the best. 3, 2, 1, 0.